a small group in our society in the West that has immense power, absolutely immense power, not just relative to their, I mean, when you look at it as relative to their numbers, it becomes incomprehensible, but immense power, period, in all of Western civilization. They can go unnamed because they're so powerless. They can make all of your work disappear and get laws passed that make you go to jail for saying words they don't like and this sort of thing. Now, why are they so successful? Why do they have so much power? Well, there are a lot of reasons for that. And I could go on for a very long time about it, but I won't, because I like my channel, and it's also far too, it could get pretty boring for some, soporific to that point for others. So we won't really go there. But what we will say is this. One of the reasons why they have so much immense success is this. They have a single goal, and that is the welfare of their people. What is good for their people is what's good. And then, accepting this, their brightest members come together, their most industrious members come together in service of that goal. So when they see things that are working, like we see going free working, beyond a shadow of a doubt, and we can't get any, you can't have more evidence. You just simply cannot have more evidence than we have here. Better than anything that has happened. Service to white well-being. These people, when they see something working for the well-being or welfare of their people, their best members come together and they all put their shoulders into it. They're smartest, they're most artistic, they're wealthiest. They all come in and they put their shoulder into it and they work together cohesively. And they make it, and we see the results all around us. Now, what typically happens with us is that even when something starts working, we still have people with egos that are getting in the way, because ego is getting in the way because their goal actually isn't the well-being of our people. Their goal is their own personal enrichment, their own personal self-gratification, because they're on the podium. Everybody is looking at them. They're standing at the lectern. They have all of the attention. The spotlight's on them. That's their goal. So instead of getting on board and helping an idea that's working, putting their shoulder into it, their talents into it, they go do their own thing. Finally, we have the same thing taking place here with service to white well-being. We have amazingly bright people coming to going free and service to white well-being. We have amazingly talented people of various types of talent coming to the service of white well-being and going free. We have people with money increasingly casting their eye this direction, wondering, what is this all about? Wondering if they should bring their funds. We have, since those very wealthy are not making it happen yet, we have all of us working class folks, whether it's blue or white collar, still working class. I mean, Christ almighty, I've worked white and blue collar jobs, and you are still a working class boob, whether you're sitting in a cubicle, pushing a paper or keys or a mouse all day long, or swinging a hammer all day. You're still that working class. You're still just in there to make somebody else rich so that you can then go out and consume a little bit. You have this pendulum. What is that thing in music? See, I'm not a musician, but this pendulum thing, the thing that keeps time, what is that thing called? I almost had the name of it. You have this thing, it's just like, it's ticking back and forth. At one end, it ticks, the money comes in, and then it ticks over the other direction, and the money all goes out to the bills. What's the name of that thing? Does anybody know? Metronome, that's it. Thank you very much. So you have this like metronome of work, produce, consume, produce, consume. We have all of those folks who are saying, you know, like Kay, like Roy, like all of you who are giving on a regular daily basis. Final Blossom, and by the way, Final Blossom, I don't know if I ever got a chance to thank Final Blossom. Also, I don't know, was it the 3 months ago now, gave $1,000 and also sent me medicine that who does, you know, my throat was in bad shape. You all heard it. It would come and go. I was clearly not working, malfunctioning properly. This person sends medicine, you know, directly from, not from his house. He didn't like make it in a lab or something, but it came directly from Amazon to me. So thank you very much for that, Final Blossom. But we have all of these normal working class folks who are giving the money, and it all together in its aggregate it eventually makes up a little bit of what a wealthy person could do like this and not miss it all. So we are finally having the exact same dynamism that this other group this tiny group does, that has so much power. We are finally producing that same sort of phenomenon where we have the best are coming. They say, this is working, and I'm going to not put my ego ahead of what's working, because what matters most to me is the well-being of our people. So I'm going to go put my efforts into this. And that's what we're having. I could not be more gratified. This is how we can compete. This is how we can serve our well-being. This is how we can actually spread this psychological defense against the psychological warfare that's being waged against our people, not only in these United States, I should say properly, but also in the United Kingdom and in Germany and in Finland, where I'll be in a couple of months, and anywhere else in the world where I travel or not. We are spreading this everywhere, and it is because of all of these wonderful people who are coming together. God bless you all. And this is the first time that this has ever happened. I could tell you from in the white posisphere for decades, and those of you who are listening right now, you know this to be the case, all of these different groups turning against each other. It wasn't but just, I don't know, maybe 12 years ago that we finally talked all these different groups into not disparaging each other. 15 years ago, because the regular thing was for them constantly to make rumor after rumor about this group and about that group, name them, name the personalities, because all they wanted to do was snipe members from each other so that they could increase the monthly members' dues that they were dipping their beaks into. It was just 15 years ago that we got them to stop doing this. That was the norm. So now I guess it's the proper, going from there where it was just constant infighting to tolerating each other to finally now we have people saying what's most important is the well-being of our people, and the deeds that I do, the glory that I strive for, will go down in service to our people rather than some fantasized daydream of standing on a podium somewhere and getting some hot spotlight turned on them. So thank you all. Everyone who is contributing, even the smallest amount, I thank you all for that service, because it is immensely powerful in this contest for our well-being, indeed our survival as a people. So thank you all for that.